For years, lure manufacturers have been refining shape and color patterns to closely mirror the look and movement of natural fish foods. Today's anglers have a fantastic array of color patterns and shapes that mimic just about any prey that swims, crawls, or jumps. A big part of any lure's success comes down to how it moves in the water. Some are designed to dive deep, and others run shallow. Some pop on the top, while others suspend. The finely tuned balance of a suspending husky jerk has ushered in a new dimension into an angler's ability to attract and trigger fish into striking.
There he is, Ron.
Bar none, the Rapala Husky jerk has become one of the most universal fish-catching lures ever designed.
This too could be your favorite bait. There he is!
You got him!
Oh, he's still on. Oh, adjust his drag, man. He is. Oh, it's a good one, Ron. A sigh of relief. A 14 Husky jerk again. You know, each and every Rapala lure is handcrafted and finely tuned to mimic bait fish. And when you're in the water and you got it tied onto your line and you're doing what we're doing today, you are controlling that bait and actually breathing life into the lure to make it seem as a bait fish trying to escape that dominant predator.
Throwing up to this rocks. Those rocks drop off to about 5 foot and it slowly tapers out to 20. There's a big ledge here and there's some bigger boulders down deep. These fish are sitting down there in this current area that's blowing through that bridge over there. And what we're doing with the Husky jerk, we're pulling it down, stalling it a little bit. Some of these fish might be coming out of 15, 18 foot of water.
When you're casting to these riprap shorelines or shorelines that have got boulders or down trees, how you position your rod tip is very critical. On that initial cast and that lure is hitting in maybe a foot of water, you want to keep that rod tip up high and short, jerky little twitching actions with the rod tip. As you get closer to the boat, start working a twitch to drag that bait into the deeper water, and you're controlling it with your rod tip. Rod tip down, deep, rod tip up, shallow so you don't snag. Got him! There he is! Oh God, this is a good run. This is really a good one. Eric, got him! Ronald, the hero, he came back, buddy! Oh, is he pulling? Unbelievable. Oh, what a good fish, Ronald. Nice fish.
It's a good one.
This is a good fish, Ronald. Hold on. There we go. Another nice pike. Number 14 Husky jerk. This is what trips of a lifetime are all about. I get so excited.
Oh.
Ron's thrashing one in the back. We can't get the hooks out fast enough to get back in the water.
Nice fish.
I got to retie, but Ron, what can you say about a color triggering pattern that's getting established here?
We're using these fire tigers. We use some of these other colors. We caught some fish on them, but apparently the way it's laying today is bright flash color is really calling them up off of that deep water. Apparently they're laying in this particular case at about 17 foot, and it appears that they can see this bait a long way and they're willing to commit.
You know, we've been using Husky jerks all day today. This is a number 14, and there's a reason. But there's also a reason I carry a lot of Husky jerks in your boat, and you want to do the same thing. Today, we're triggering in 2 different aspects, color and size. We're fishing pike. We want it aggressive. You got to have something bright and flashy. We've been having great success today with the Husky jerk in the Fire Tiger. But for different situations and different species, whether it's pike, walleye, or smallmouth, you need to go up in size, down in size, low in color, flash in color. You need it all, and that's the beauty of the Husky jerk. We got them in all the sizes, the colors, and the shapes.
To become truly proficient with the Husky jerk is understanding the types of retrieve your target species will most probably bite on. As a general rule of thumb, for pike, muskie, stripers, and trout, fast and erratic is the ticket. Quick rod twitches combined with a fast stop and go reeling produces a tempting gotta bite it action that fish can't resist. For walleye, a slower, consistent sliding retrieve is usually necessary to enlist a strike from these finicky biters. A sliding retrieve consists of reeling up the slack, then pulling the bait with rod slowly, and then repeating the process. On the other hand, bass usually favor some variations of the stop-and-go retrieve. In cool or cold water, it's usually best to reel the lure down and then dead stick the bait for 20 seconds or more, then retrieve again and repeat the process. The most unique aspect of the Husky Jerk is that the angler has the ability to adjust the speed and action of the bait in a wide degree of tempos.
I'm using a casting rod, and Ron's throwing a spinning rod. There's no right, there's no wrong, but the actions are still the same. The length of the rods are still the same, and coupled in with long cast monofilament line, it's a perfect combination for accuracy, distance, and bringing these big fish up.
In the 45 years I've been in the sports fishing business, I've seen few lures that are effective on so many different kinds of fish under so many different kinds of circumstances as this Husky Jerk. In freshwater, I've caught muskies, walleyes, smallmouths, largemouth, you name it, I've caught it. In saltwater, I've caught snook, reds, Jack Carvel. I've caught tarpon on it as well.
Where is the absolute best place to fish a Husky Jerk? Well, that's not an easy question to answer, because this superb lure works so well in so many varied situations. For example, it works on rock points, bouldered shorelines, and sunken islands. All are prime candidates. Concentrate your casts on the upwind side of any of these structural entities. The Husky Jerk's unique action summons up those predators lurking down deep. With a quick downward stroke, you can simply shear weeds clear of the bait. This erratic motion often will trigger fish into striking. And don't forget about timber and logs. Husky Jerks are extremely effective to call fish out of isolated deadfalls or stump flats in rivers and reservoirs. It's important to remember that game fish like pike, smallies, and eyes often move up and down in the water column. In the morning, fish may be holding deep, say in the 8 to 15 foot range. Here, a down deep Husky Jerk would be the right choice. Then, later in the day, as the fish move up onto the shallow shelves, say in the 4 to 8 foot range, a regular Husky Jerk would then be the ticket. The Husky Jerk is one phenomenal bait. You could tie it on in spring and never take it off for the rest of the season.
Hero, my goodness. Look at the size of this pike, Ronald. All day, we've been fishing Husky Jerks. 10s, 12s, 14s, fire tigers, clowns, the new colors, the old colors. We've done it all. I'm shaking, man. We were fishing smallies in the backs of bays. We've been catching walleyes out here on these wind-blowing points. And then the Mr. Monster's got to hide around the back sides of them. The Husky Jerk, man. You can catch them all. You can have the fun of a lifetime with the Husky Jerk. It is the one and only bait you really need.